guys, welcome to my channel. I am Tori Lynn. Let's blossom today. Today I sat down to start getting ready for work, and I thought, you know what, let's do a little chit chat and get ready with me. Just woke up a little bit ago and for some reason decided to start getting ready for work earlier than normal. So I still have a little bit of a morning voice. Don't mind that. So I'm going to start with my Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Serum. This will help those larger pores I have in the center of my face. And then, of course, I'm going to take my favorite Grace and Stella Say Hi to Hydration Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This stuff is absolutely one of my favorite skin products right now. I wear it literally every day. And I feel like because of it, my skin is so much softer and just feels so much better. And I feel like it looks less splotchy on the day-to-day than it used to. I'm going to put on my foundation. I recently purchased this again, so I have been wearing it a ton on my channels. I'm sure you've seen if you watched any of my recent makeup videos. I love this foundation. It is amazing. I've rebought it a couple times now, and I can't stop loving it. I don't know what it is about this CC cream, but it has such a good coverage and such a good finish to it. It's so pretty. So this week, I guess, it's the first full week of October, which I cannot believe we're in October already. Like, how did that even happen? But I have just been enjoying the fact that it's October. The weather here has been super weird. I live in Oregon and it's been unseasonably warm. I don't know if it's like that all over the country or if it's just here. I kind of feel like I've heard that it's kind of like that all over the country, but I honestly don't know. It's just unseasonably warm for fall. Like, the high for today is supposed to be in like the high 80s or something. And usually in October, it's usually really, really cold at night and in the mornings. And then it gets to like 75 maybe. Never does it get into like the 80s. The other day I went to a birthday party. I wore shorts. This was an outside party and I wore shorts and a t-shirt and was almost too warm. Like, I was almost a little bit sweaty. And I'm like, when was the last time I wore shorts outside in October and was comfortable? I don't even know that I ever have. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I love this time of year because the days still do get warmer and then it gets cold at night, but like, it's not even getting that cold at night and the days are like hot. I'm like, is this October or is this August? Like, it's so crazy. I'm not complaining though. I have a feeling that 2020 will bring us a terrible winter. You know, I'm okay with kind of what they call an Indian summer. My concealer, I just threw on the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 1. And also my foundation was in the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade that they sell. So take my beauty sponge and buff this out. I decided to go like full glam today because I really haven't been wearing a lot of makeup for the last like 6 months basically, since all this COVID quarantine and mask wearing started. I really just quit wearing makeup because I hate doing a full face of makeup and then covering, you know, half of it up with a mask. And then when I take it off, half my nose is gone. My chin looks funky. Like, it's just, I don't know, I didn't feel like doing it. So I got in this kind of like rut of not wearing much makeup at all, and now I miss it. Like I said, I went to that party the other night. Now I'm like, I want to wear makeup again, you know? Yeah, I'm not hating it, but I do kind of wish it was a little bit cooler. Like, I want to wear my sweaters and stuff. They're fine when I'm at home or if I'm just running a quick errand, but I feel like my summer wardrobe is not as cute as my fall and winter wardrobe. Like, I am a sweater girl through and through. I love being cute and cozy, and sweaters are that for me. And so it's like most of my wardrobe is sweaters, long sleeves, that kind of stuff. And so it's like I just don't have the clothes for this warm weather. Getting tired of wearing the same few t-shirts I've been wearing since like June. So I just used my Coty translucent airspun powder to bake And now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil and throw on my brows, and I'll be right back. I don't know, just having the weather so warm, it doesn't feel like fall. It doesn't feel like we're in that Halloween time. So I don't know, I just kind of, I don't know that I'm loving it, but like I'm trying to enjoy it while it's here, you know? I don't know what kind of eye look I'm going to be going for today, but I'm going to be using the Tartelette Toasted palette. I got this palette a while back and I really like it, and I think it's just got really pretty fall colors. I'm going to start by taking the creamy matte shade in the palette called S'mores, and I'm going to set my lids down. So I want to buff out those creases with my fingers and then set those lids down. Like, I've been trying to get into the Halloween spirit. I've got the house decorated for Halloween. Been kind of thinking about a costume. Although I don't even work on Halloween, I'll be home probably, and we don't get trick-or-treaters, so like, why do I need a costume? I don't know, but it's fun to dress up. I will show you guys in a video what I'm doing for my costume. And then, as I mentioned in my vlog this week, I have been watching 31 Nights of Halloween on Freeform. I love watching Halloween movies. I don't do scary movies per se, but I like Halloween movies like Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride, and of course Coraline, and I like Casper and Hocus Pocus, stuff like that. So things that aren't really scary, and that's what they've been playing on the 31 Nights of Halloween. So I've been watching a lot of that, which we don't watch regular TV with commercials, and I have to watch it live, so it has commercials, which kind of sucks, but you know, I'm actually really enjoying it. Now I'm going to take the shade called Cashmere. It's kind of a really pale peachy shade that I think will look good in the crease. Let me know what the weather has been like in your area, and if you've been having a hard time getting into that fall Halloween spirit. Like, I'm trying so hard. I'm doing all these things. I've got all these fun activities planned for vlogs, like pumpkin patch and carving pumpkins and all kinds of stuff, but it's like, it's so hard to get in that spirit when it's 85 degrees outside. Now I'm going to go in with the shade right next to it called Warmth. It's kind of an orangey brown. It's got a lot of warmth into it. Almost a burnt color, if you will. And I'm going to work down the outer portion of the crease to start. Actually, I'm going to work it down onto the lid a little bit as well. It's basically the outer half of the eye I'm kind of working this shade onto. Also, what kind of traditions do you guys have for Halloween? Like, I don't have any kids. I quit trick-or-treating when I was pretty young, like 4th or 5th grade. I just kind of quit. So we did like parties and stuff at my house when I was a kid, but I don't live in a place where parties are a good idea. I think now I want to go in with the shade called Cozy. It's in that same row. It's the darkest shade in that row. It's a really deep brown with still a lot of red and warmth in it. I'm going to work that in the outer corner just because I want to deepen up that V some. Darken it up. Add a little dimension. My husband doesn't actually particularly care for Halloween. It's probably his least favorite holiday. Like, I don't know, and a lot of times he works or I work on Halloween. Now I'm going to go and take a blending brush and just give everything a good blend. I don't know, we just don't really do a whole lot. We haven't even carved pumpkins in a lot of years. I think our first year together we went to the pumpkin patch with his family and we bought pumpkins and then literally never carved them. And then we also went to the pumpkin patch last year with his boss's family, and I think I bought a pumpkin, which was mostly just for looks, and never carved it. But this year my cousin is coming up next week, 2 weeks from now, like a week and a half from now I guess, and him and I are going to go to a pumpkin patch and carve pumpkins. So I've got that, which will be fun. But like, let me know, what are your guys' traditions? What are things you do? Because I kind of want to start some fall traditions. Fall is my favorite time, but I just don't really do a whole lot during Halloween except for watch movies and decorate the house. Let's take the last shade in that row, which is a shimmery shade called Flame. It's kind of a darker red-orange shade. And I'm going to pop that on the lid from the inner corner all the way out to that shadow we put down earlier. I'm not using a brush because I don't want this shade to be too overly pigmented. Now I'm going to take the lightest shimmery shade in the palette called Candle, and I'm going to pop that right up next to the inner corner. This isn't going to be my inner corner shade because it's still going to be on the lid, but it's going to go right up on that inside of the eye there. Just kind of overlapping it over the other shade in some areas. Last thing I'm going to do with shadow is take that dark shade called Cozy, and I'm going to use a little flat brush here, and I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line. Loving this eye look, so much fun. So I was going to do a wing, and I said, you know what, let's not do a wing. Let's take the darkest shade in the palette called Fireside, and I'm going to use a really small flat brush, like it is flat and straight, and I'm gonna put like a little bit of a faux liner down on that top lash line, and I'm keeping it pretty darn close to the lashes. I'm not bringing it up too high. And then once I've got that line on there, I'm gonna ever so slightly go in and start to flicker that edge out just a little bit as kind of a faux wing, a really soft faux wing. Yeah, like that. That looks so good. I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna wait to do my mascara and my lashes till my skin is done. So let's move back into the skin. I'm gonna start by wiping away that excess baking. And then I'm gonna set it using this one because it's right on top. This is the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder in the shade Fair Light. For blush, I'm going to be actually using a Mary Kay product. My grandma is a Mary Kay consultant, and I just bought, when I was over there a couple weekends ago, bought some product from her. This is called Rosy Nude. I just thought it was a really pretty soft color that I just think would look gorgeous. I need to put it in a Z palette, but my Z palette right now is full, so I'm going to have to get a new one or take out some of the stuff I don't use. Figure something out, because I've actually been using this blush quite a bit since I got it. It's just really pretty. Oh, hold up though. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. What about the bronzer? What am I doing? We're gonna use the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade of Bronzed. I don't know what is going on with me, why I almost forgot my bronzer. Like, hello, get your shit together. Now I'm gonna throw on that blush. Like, look how pretty that is. It's just so soft, and that's just the perfect touch of warmth to those cheeks. I don't know, I just love it. I'm also sad that there's not gonna be any like haunted houses this year. Haven't gone in a few years, but we used to go all the time to like haunted houses, and I'm kind of bummed that there won't be any because I'm really trying to get into that Halloween spirit, and it's not even an option, which is very sad. I almost forgot I need an inner corner as well. Like, my brain is just all over the place today. Somebody come get me, I need help. I've been loving the shade in the Hot Buttered Rum palette called Vanilla Extract for the, is it called vanilla? Actually, it might be called Whipped Cream, actually. I always get them confused. As my inner corner highlight, I don't know, I just think it's really pretty. Like, look at that. Stunning. Gorgeous. Now let's do some highlight. I'm thinking kind of a goldy highlight. What I want to use is such a sad highlight, like there's so little left in here. This is a Rodeo Dry from Ofra. I've had this highlight for a really long time. You could see how loved it is, but it's just so pretty. It has like the perfect amount of gold warmth to it without being too dark for my skin tone. Like, look at that. She's beautiful. I love her. Just look how stunning that highlight is. Yes. Now sometimes when I use a highlight that strong, I like to go back in with either my bronzer or my blush brush, or sometimes both, and just go over that edge to soften it up some. Or another trick I do is I put my blush on afterwards, just because that sometimes that highlight, especially with those really strong beaming ones, they kind of like end up looking like just this strip, and I want it to have a little more of a blended look to it. But oh, I love that highlight. It's so good. If you guys haven't tried it, you should. So I'm going to take my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist here and spray my face down because we're pretty much done with the skin. I like to do that before I do my mascara because I feel like if I do my mascara first and then put that on, I usually end up with mascara under my eyes and stuff, and I don't want that. But for mascara, I'm going to take my absolute favorite IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and I'm going to coat my lashes upper and lower. I have been loving these lashes lately. These are the Kiss lashes in the style Cashmere. I wore these in one of my last makeup videos. They're the ones that have that nice outward flare. Just think they're really pretty, really gorgeous. So I'm going to throw those on and I will be right back. Oh my gosh, see, this is what I mean. These lashes are just so pretty. They just have this nice flare that just gives the eye such a good look. Let's go ahead and finish off the look by moving into the lips. I think I want to go with something kind of a pinky nude. So I'm going to start with the Lorac Pro lip color in the shade, what is it, Nude Pink? Yeah, Nude Pink. It's a really pretty soft nude. Really need to get another one of these. I have used the cut out of that and like there's no more for it to roll up and it's getting low. Then I'm going to top it off with this e.l.f. liquid lipstick. It is a plumping lipstick and it is in the shade called Scott. I've actually been wearing this lip combo quite a lot lately. I just think it's really pretty. Oh, I love this look, you guys. I'm so in love. Let me know what you think about this look. It just puts off really fun, warm fall vibes. I love that the eye look actually matches my sweater pretty well. Wasn't planning that. But anyways, feels so good to have a full face of makeup on. I do think I want to start getting back into that routine of wearing more makeup to work and stuff, even if I have to wear a mask. Like, you know, it just makes me feel better. I just love doing it. So I'm definitely going to try to put that back into my routine because looks like this just make me feel so good and so happy and I love it. I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.